Gonna pull a few cards, see what's going on. Made a video earlier. I've been playing with videos a lot lately. I figure, since certain things get shadow banned here and there, and like whatever. People do what people do. Especially since I got that little magic camera wand detector for your house. A lot of things. Anyway, so he's like, I'm just gonna play now. I'm gonna get my work done still, and then I'm play. So yeah, I'm not supposed to use certain songs. Well, guess what? I'm gonna do it on this one anyway. So we have a not so crafty female, I suppose, couldn't use her imagination, and they didn't know everything they was doing was gonna come back around. I guess they just thought they could go out and do whatever they wanted, bully whoever they wanted, and they just wasn't gonna have no consequences. Well, Spirit says that you're mastering prudence, and there will be no rest for the wicked. Something that happened in December is blowing up in somebody's face, and their spirit said, you are the weakest link. So yeah. Don't be doing messed up crap, y'all. Somebody's blocking calls and emails again. And I'm going after somebody's solar plexus chakra. Alright, your solar plexus chakra, that's your stomach. If you like food and drinks and stuff like that. I guess they were mad they didn't get their way, so they might have done something. But Spirit's saying that's okay, because they are currently preparing a table for you right in front of your enemies as we speak. They didn't want justice to be served. And Spirit said, did you know that I can see you? So when I do my little cards, sometimes I'll be in download and I'll write down certain things that may be going on, certain things that I'll download, certain things that I'll just know that I need. Then I have like a male and a female for like every kind of profession, and then I've got like all the months, all the letters. Then if I'm listening to something while I'm going and I hear something funny, I'll jot it down on a card too. They always play into a bigger picture, but it makes it so much more fun now, don't it? And then they didn't want you to be loved, Spirit says, but everybody deserves to be loved. Something about a water sign that knew you weren't bothering anyone. Tried to send chaos energy your way, and it's going back at them. A male therapist is in the reverse, living in victim mentality. Spirit says, how you gonna be a male therapist and live in how you gonna be a therapist and live in victim mentality? Anyways, then I also stayed up late last night, getting a little bit of work done, and I was up early this morning. It's like my husband came home, and normally he'd slip back in and would sleep a little while longer, but today it's just the sun came up and I was like, I'm awake. So yeah. Somebody's trauma bonded is getting an environment upgraded. Spirit said what they did was audacious. Something about a not so helpful masculine, or maybe a masculine that was trying to be a little too helpful and it's blowing up. I don't know. They're having separation anxiety over something they did online. I guess they were running around telling people you broke their heart. Something about somebody abusing a kid. Don't ever. Now they're showing anger to mask their insecurity. That's why I shouldn't talk while I'm reading another one. Spirit says you're loyal, and they didn't realize you were an outside of the box thinker. Now they're all who, what, how kind of thing, and refusing to go down with their own shit. Sebastian. So I guess they made that bed, but they didn't want to lie in it. They were holding grudges, but they don't want to hold grudges no more. Or maybe those grudges are just, should have never held them grudges. Something about a Scorpio female in the reverse, and I guess they're officially over it. I guess they were kind of possessive. They were doing their damnedest to keep you disconnected, and Spirit said, no more. No more. You did your shadow work. Maybe it's time for them to do theirs too. We all gotta do it. You can't watch somebody else do it and then you refuse to do it. So because they did it and you don't want to do it, I'm just gonna go and do. I'm gonna whoop and then fuck that person, right? No. And dear, you think you get away with everything, right? But life has a funny way of coming back around when it needs to. Right in divine timing, if you will. Spirit says you used your pattern recognition. They tried to use you as a test subject. You were just here to heal others, and it's Spirit says they were working with some decrepit ass old man to use you as their meal ticket. They didn't want you to ever be able to receive any kind of equal give and take or unconditional love. You figured it out. The mouth wasn't mouthing. That pattern recognition. Something about a distorted karmic female that's in the reverse, and something they had said. And Spirit says people are starting to know the difference now. They wanted you doing this, but now you're the one that's living rent-free in their minds. I guess they were planning something for the next holiday, and Spirit said, not gonna happen. And that hater's gonna hate. So let them. They shouldn't have been pillow talking, Spirit said. Now they're living in denial. Spirit said, if you be patient long enough, the snakes jump out of the grass on their own. Sometimes you got to play the fool to catch the fool. Something they did on Thanksgiving, and it's confession time. Guess they were giving you some off and on energy and something unsolved. Someone was running scams. They didn't think they'd ever get caught. They still can't see past their own boo poopy. Everybody bet against you. Everybody bet against you. Like everybody, Spirit saying. And everybody lost, Spirit said. They were grinding at it tediously. Something about a boat and a revengeful woman is now in the reverse. And yeah, my bullet people, if you don't like them, move on with your life. You ain't gonna like and agree with everybody. Spirit says you're taking a new approach. They ran around trying to tell a bunch of lies, but you let go, you let God. Now they're all basically running around trying to halt and clean up their mess, but I guess they did too much. Something about a Sagittarius that's in the reverse, something that happened in April, and they didn't realize that you were the generational curse breaker. Yeah, break those generational curses, you know. Sometimes you gotta stand up and be like, enough's enough. Just because they did that don't mean I want to do that too. Ugh. You don't feel dirty. Y'all ain't done playing follow the leader out here. Y'all want to get y'all's own main character energy back yet. Anyways, have a great rest of your morning. I'm gonna go drink some coffee and, you know.